Hi, this is Brian Cush of the Game Time blog and the Video Game Review podcast, and this is my interview with Sean Ramjagsingh, line producer for NHL 12, which is in stores today, Tuesday, September 13th, for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. And the first thing Sean and I talked about was the Legends team, which includes former Blackhawks Jeremy Roenick and Chris Chelios, and how those are incorporated into the revamped Be a Pro mode.
So we've actually changed the way that you play our Be a Pro mode. Now, when you go to the bench, we put the Be a Pro mode in 09, and we had to sacrifice some authenticity because we quickly found out that it wasn't fun to sit on the bench and watch the AI versus the AI if you weren't a very good player for extended periods. So now in our Be a Pro mode, you can actually sit on the bench and watch the AI, or watch a tech sim, or just press a button and fast forward to your next shift. So we actually completely overhauled the way that our Be a Pro mode works. And as you progress through your Be a Pro mode, as you start to level up your character and earn new hockey cards for your character, that's how you unlock the legend. So, when you purchase the disc, you have Jeremy Roenick already unlocked, and then as you progress through, your Be a Pro mode, all the rest of the legends become unlocked, with the last legend being Gretzky. And as you unlock the legends through the Be a Pro mode, that opens the legends up for use in our Be a Legend mode, which is a brand new mode, and you can play as each of the legends, controlling them and run through their NHL career basically, and see how they would fare playing against the great players in today's NHL. So kind of answer that age-old question of how these great legends of the past would do in today's NHL.
Right. Now, is playing the Be a Pro mode the only way to unlock the legends?
No. So we also have if you play in Play Now, if you want to play a regular game, we have a Legends team in there, so you can go in there and play against those guys. Or play as the legends as well. They're also all available to put into your, just off the bat, they're able to be added to your Be a Gem mode as well. So basically integrated into all of our modes, from Play Now to Hockey Ultimate Team.
I want to talk a little bit about gameplay, Sean. Now you guys have full contact physics, and this is like realistic collisions. If you try to check someone with a smaller guy like Patrick Kane, he'll probably hit the ice. And we've seen some of this in past years, but I guess you guys have kind of tweaked it a little more, made some more refinements. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, really looking to take the physics to the next level with the full contact physics engine. So, we want to make it feel different when you're playing with Chara versus a Patrick Kane. So if you're playing with a Chara, we wanted to replicate what it's like to have a player of that size and strength and be able to clear out in front of the net, drive guys around, use your body positioning and your strength as an advantage. So that was one element of it. And the second element of it was, the balance control. So, some of the guys like Crosby have such incredible core strength and these strong legs that are able to absorb contact as well. So with our balance control this year, when a collision happens, guys like Crosby are able to drive through hits, absorb hits, where other players you'll see start to stumble a little bit more. In some situations, you might see both players stumbling depending on their balance. So a lot more variation. We have a guy on the team who's got a PhD in physics, so his sole job is to replicate real-world physics in our game. So making sure when a collision happens, you look at the size and the strength of players, the angle they're skating at, where the initial point of contact is it high, is it low, and just making sure that whatever happened in the real world in that collision happens in our game. So for us, it's all about just creating open-ended scenarios where anything can happen and moving away from scripted animation.
You also are introducing Anticipation AI for NHL 12. Now, this is something where I guess the AI won't play the puck. They'll try to anticipate where the puck might go. Can you give us an example of that? We'll see in NHL 12 that probably wouldn't happen in NHL 11 or NHL 10.
Yeah, this is a real game changer for us because in the past, in NHL 11 and previous versions of NHL, we basically had three states. And the three states were my teammate has the puck, so I'm on offense now, or the other team has the puck, so that means we're all on defense, or the puck is loose, we should go get it. With Anticipation AI, great players, guys who like to take chances, guys who like to break out of the zone, maybe leak a little bit, guys like Ovechkin, will be able to anticipate that their defenseman, let's say, is going back to pick up a puck that's dumped in, is going to get possession. So he'll anticipate his teammate about to get possession of the puck and start to break out of the zone or leak out of the zone. And the same thing on defense, too. Players with a high defensive awareness like a Datsuk or Zetterberg will anticipate passes cross ice to the neutral zone. You start to read the play more. So this really blurs the boundaries between those three states I just talked about earlier and allows the players to play more like themselves. So it just adds another level of authenticity and realism to each of the players.
Can you talk a little bit about the new action tracker for NHL 12? Now, this is something that the stat guys should really love.
Yeah, the action tracker is something that we're excited about. When you watch pretty much any sporting event online these days, you see the rink or the field and a plot on that rink or field of where the shot is taken from, where key events occur from. So we want to replicate that in our game. So you'll see with our action tracker the ice, and we'll track where shots are taken from, where shots hit the net, whether they're high, they're low, center. We'll look at the hits. We'll also look at where penalties are taken from. So you can go back and, if you have a hard drive in, you can go back, and we store up to 120 replays. You can go back and look at each one of those events individually and see the clip of the event that happened. So it's something that brings the next level of detail to our presentation package. And then also, one thing to note is, with each of those clips that are recorded, you can then go in there after the game's done, edit the clip, put fancy cameras on it, change some of the picture qualities on it, and then upload it to our EA Sports World site and share with your friends. So it adds another level of another level to our presentation and the social aspect as well as sharing these cool plays with your friends.
Sean, last question for you, and I appreciate your time. Can you talk a little bit about the Winter Classic added on for NHL 12? Now, I assume if you're playing with one of the participants, you play that during the season, and is it also available in exhibition mode?
Yeah, so we have a brand new mode called the Winter Classic mode, where you can take any team that you want into the mode, the default team being Pittsburgh and Washington. Yeah, one of the cool things we're doing this year is, within seconds of put the disc into the machine, we're going to drop you right into the Winter Classic environment. We spent such a huge amount of time working on our presentation this year. So within seconds, you're going to be dropped in the Winter Classic, and you're going to see the snow, and you're going to see the fireworks and the player breath, and you're going to see the coaches wearing the fedoras and the winter jacket, and the crowd wearing the winter garb. So really, within seconds, you're going to get to experience our most presentation-rich environment with the Winter Classic. So that's something that we're really, really excited about.